So you know, oh yeah, there.
The Cohun saw more to on it, the Chrome of 2. The time I'm here, I want to make them jam motor, but or Jack account and the Fumoto in the other. Timbafu motor name the decon, and with Jinan, some Fanunco, or catching through a Sweden, into common Fanunco, police station, Nasa and go for the Chrome of 1 in a day, and ma. The time may foot say, may fan the anacon. No motor to tune on one cassa sea for. Into see from my farm motor now, I'm going to meet jam motor. The ass one only dear name, dinner cheap, no motor to two. Until the cream on bumpy view of the sea, what a bumpy for. To draw a nightman care be ever. No, nightman can or 4 car. It was 4 car now, yes, you travel in 2 car. Now, the cream of will be 2 a boat man can. Into the boat man can, no see from. To see from, and a skidder driver, a momuchina, charter for no muchina. They been so at the car neighbor. Until Bassa or no great to no money so on no yet, I'm robber. No, the car could sound. To the car could sound. No, down and home or cut it all. And then to need to know to name them a man, no to mancano. Need to be a camp. They come me flare, who cut off will be. No, be farm call hospital. The time of Mukun or more brewing now. Namidi minu hono ma to abo ni biamo mi de menene kula di nkomo o mo catch them to so dem cha abobo se bio se mpabo akura de ma nfa biamo.
So that's one of the suspects who is turning himself in together with the assemblyman of the area. We don't understand the story he's narrating is that he was actually trying to help Captain Maxwell Mahama, but he could not help him at the end. He offered his motorbike for him to climb onto it, but at the end of the day, they were overpowered by the community.
Yachi will be. Hey, eti now way.
Atachide say Johnny Nyanu, the media. It is a one banana. A bushy bone, the coshim. It is a majoka can a peak.
Na asam no e ban say.
I want you know, say, Solo bini be I will be nam quanos of Benti. And now I didn't go Huniaco. The J to Mutu. Cusano. Pisano Hono. Anna, a dying Mutun down. No, we need you. To eat to know banner still. Not time for any. Eba. The banner, we are sure so no. Who's ever not time for never more. Neither. Also, way baby. To my warning shoot still. A down goes going him any bit. Still near Russian. One summer be still near Russia. Do I know chain and on so? We are Robin any. We Boba pine, we pine.
Na sabre ni ti wankasa wa your sre ni ama obi ante.
Bono mo bonne de o kan se on de we sojani. Ba na boba no ne you bi frechiri ba no da bebo no. Bi frechiri ba da bebo nti. Atwas na na ye dai. Omo dai.
Omo dai no omo we. Yesi achiri bi omo ka ho.
Omo dai no de omo doso. Omo doso nti da wonti hu se unipa poti. We ba no de bi abebo no ko. We ba no de bi abebo no.
Ubo ni bi.
What would I be? Maybe I don't want to come because of a fresh guy. Do me there.
You, yeah, that's it. Eh, I'm bro, Anna. Memra hide. Hey, refugee. Now, over boy, Chiwokwe.
Mommy, wow, yes, you are. I say, me pay a bit because I'm run JC one or you can't amount for saying almost a bow. Amount for
now, what do you know when you have
David, and then I'm here, baby.
Then only had die.
Hey, no, mommy, Dana, over the 4 feet and water. I'm betting me. So, I'm the only joining in our bringing our beshim. I'm the Aguay, and so I damn me. Then tell me once them. No, I'm a cry now, and you're that them. I'm a crying to go teach us a while in our journey. Is here, and I did bar cramba. As I have him crabuna. I'm the careful pona, Abacruma, Saint. Yes, Rabbi, sir. On young people, what they have and from so naba. And as you know, so and it's me, yes, I dare know. Because you come across particular. CBB, a course one now, why if you come as okwa kopata wan hwe ya okra bona akopata no ombebo wubi dia na asefem se bia betimi aye hu bibi nyina ya
me per school for ni bi ene obi a yabo no be ma yabo wu bi aha school ni ba ku gina ha ya che se wo kotworo BEC se school for ni nyina so omo be tworo so omo ntimi tworo eno so akoye boachi bi de sansa kire fo nyina adwane enti manya school ni ba ku ha no mu a wo kwa kotworo BEC no no so de ni ti anye ye nnora wo mo baaye na wo ha abrante ete sei
pacho ye
me mo akwa baba UTV so
meje so
nnora de na si
oh enrade na ye die no amka say soldiers for beba ana ebinum se omomma ebinum se ombeba ebinum se omomma enti ye kwa die na ebo 229 ana ye tie se omo tututuo to omo tututuo na ye ka dem ho ona mbebubo yepunum sa yampie ena homache ebo 330 ana ye sole se ye dwane ti ye dwane na ye kwa hia soldiers for ni baako ane mene boy na ayeda na yentam tete enti me de me kwahye obi mfichire na ade achi ti ade achi ense me kwa akura no ana me ye de na me kwahye na mo chi me me fira akura by BC enti na me betena akura ma se me sua de kakra na e ba asa even though say asem ni si ye kura na ti classroom a ye twere mo na eni hu bi enso ye ba ya mo chi ye nyina
nti o mo bo pa
body e bo me pa so hwe mani kura say the way say ye ko na ye bo masumpa esa de o mo che ne hwehwe mtirim ti me kwa akura meko drugstore meko gigi aduru ansana mi sambo kroma aba befa me book
na say wo ne ma na ekura no wo kwai
o sisi ade mi kwa kura sunday du ana ma aba be peka na ma kwa dia so akwa kwatwe nti sisi ade ma fa me bag ide mi kwa kura no
papa ede na aya wo nan
enra ombachi e anajo no ande brother omobuye bi me komafu me ba ye na meti ma nkoho na de meti ne ewa nipa anu se oma be fafunu no ko wa onu mu hwede mi se nipa odi bone na wudwane mi de mi ni bone mi nwane ampa nkofo no eso mi mu no ma nwane e chem se nkwa kire wo fie mi so mu nsa oma so mu nsa mse ko amenkasa tun nsa si ampa mi tre mi nsa si ya no mo hu se dan ni ndi mbu ani ni nyina no oma ya mehwi afere omo de me bai no butu mi ba enso me dan so mbu ani no mi sika da ho mi fon o mafa obi asesa no mabutu mi nkoto gya hono ma no nyina papa ande na mi nya sika mbu mi nkwa mi sister ho mi sister so ma ne me a o se hwana de ba onu so num se soldiers for
Schools remain shut. Pupils have all run away from the town. It's a total shutdown of Dentra Boise. This widow narrates what she knows about Captain Maxwell Mahama.
The soldier passed here and said he wanted to buy some wares. He said he was going to Boise and will be back to purchase the items. I heard later he was killed. I was terrified.
The area. These are the evidences. You can see sleepers of some of them who have deserted the area. This used to be one place we understand that they often crowded in the evenings. There's heavy military patrol in the area. Suspects are on the run. The police on their heels. The raging controversy of what the army officer was sent there to do is under scrutiny. The police have a stand. And so you knew about the military men within your area?
Yes, they are in my area here, but their main activity is centered at the mining site.
The head of the District Security Council has also taken a position.
So you never had any interaction with them?
Not at all. I would never lie.
But you see,
the truth is one. Kamala, I'm a district chief executive. You expect that if probably I've seen a military man or somebody dressed in a military uniform, I assume that he's here in my district. It's something. Let us be honest with ourselves.
Documents available to us from the assembly showed the soldiers were protecting a mining concession belonging to C&J Alaska Mining. Some members of the assembly were recently sued for prospecting on the concessions of C&J Alaska Mining. The assembly shown an interlocutory injunction. What type of mine is C&J Alaska?
No. The mining going on there is not Alaska mining.
Galamsey?
Now the terms galamsey, small scale mining, whatever, Okano and Kenya, you get a problem.
The chiefs of the Dintra Traditional Council have denied galamsey activities in the area. We found our days after 5 minutes drive from Diaso, the district capital. We can see the level of destruction that's been put here. You can see it's quite revealing, even though they are not working. I'm not too sure. Let me just speak a quick word from this gentleman here. Busumi Senia Mujai Ejomanawa. We have not been working for 3 months. What we are currently doing is filling, which we are here to monitor. Komla Kluche, TV3 News, Dintra Boise.
I wish to extend my condolences to Maxwell's wife, Barbara, and the little children. There's a tragedy that nobody expects at a time like this. Maxwell was a very fine officer, very respected in the army, and he had a very bright career ahead of him. And unfortunately, I mean, to die this way is totally unacceptable. The military are an institution that sacrifice a lot to defend us. And for those who are to defend us to become the victims, you know, of ourselves, for us to inflict this kind of death on them is unacceptable completely. And I want to express my condolences to his family, to the Ghana Army, Ghana Armed Forces, you know, for this loss of such a fine officer. I am a part of the family. Maxwell is my nephew, and I feel very sad at what has happened. I believe that government and the security agencies will do everything possible to bring the perpetrators of this dastardly act to book. If we are able to find out who did it and properly prosecute them and apply the penalty, I believe that it will serve as a deterrent to people who engage in mob justice. If this happens, then Maxwell's death would not have been in vain. But if the perpetrators get away with it, then the impunity will continue. And the question I ask myself is, how many more innocent people haven't died, you know, through this kind of barbaric justice? It's never been our culture to kill humans in this wicked way. And I believe that everything should be done to stamp it out. If even the person is an armed robber, he doesn't deserve to die like this. Hand him over to the law and let the law deal with him. But we're faced with this tragic situation. It's not been a very good week for us. I arrived also to hear the passing of the Bolera, my uncle. And so we have a double bereavement. As the family, will do our bit to console our daughter and his wife. And we'll also do our bit to look after his children and bring them up. And we appreciate the support that the Ghana Armed Forces has given, and also the government. And it is my hope that we would use this as a lesson, you know, to all of us as citizens, that we need to behave in a manner that is disciplined, that allows our country to be able to make the progress that we all want it to make. And I also appeal that we don't politicize this matter. It could have been anybody. And the fact is, the reality is here with us. And so let us all together, in a non-partisan manner, government, opposition, everybody. Let's take this as a national tragedy and treat it the way that it should be treated. Thank you very much.
Denchiro-Boase, the town that has shocked the conscience of a nation. The community is already bearing the brunt of the killing of Captain Maxwell Mahama.
Just about 20 minutes past 9 p.m. and it is conspicuous that you cannot even sight one soul in this town. The town is virtually a ghost town now.
Majority of the people here, women, children, and men, have fled, and many continue to escape. Numerous homes have equally been abandoned. Fear has gripped the whole township. Only the lion-hearted remain in Denchiro-Boase. But even those who have been courageous enough to stay behind are packing. In one of the abandoned homes, I find 10-year-old Deborah here alone. She was in school when the incident happened. Her mother and grandmother had fled after she returned from school.
My sister me down the baby na my sisters na eko baby me baby omoko.
Asem si ya na way.
Ma chona me ko school.
U ba na den CBM.
Me ba na me na ka che me say die esi wa ha se yin. Ina I suggest for any ba say na ye ni adwane eko baby.
Udwane kwan.
Omdi eko news.
Enti u da fie ha en ra. Ana him na dai.
Manda ha I no mobile na omadi yekoye.
This then o ye.
Sister biti fia say o asem mpake me ne ma na yonko baby. Me ne baby a yeko.
Na onim baby a be hu ma me nso.
Dabi.
60-year-old Safiatu lives a few meters away from where Captain Mahama was monstrously murdered. She told me she heard gunshots but couldn't come out because she is frail. Safiatu said she hadn't seen the video that captured the killing of the military officer, so I offered to show it to her. A petrified Safiatu couldn't hold back her shock.
Nti wana kutaba no de blo ne sana. E kwankura wo fa so wo de ba hanmo. Na matumi abono a wa hwe. Unyonko da na woda. Se me ba wa akwantuom. Na ya chi obi ba ya ne sana. Na ye ma were ho.
Safiatu and her family are also living in Denchiro-Boase. A police patrol team has been stationed within the town to maintain law and order. The suspended district chief executive of Upper Denchiro West, Daniela Pianin, who has been criticized widely over his comments regarding the operations of Captain Mahama and his team in the area, insisted he stated the facts.
I think this matter, the death is a very painful one. The way he was murdered is very painful. You understand? Yeah. We must be interested in that. The other issues that have come must be investigated. It should not just be that a pianist should be fired.
So don't you think you jumped the gun by going ahead to say that he was the one protecting illegal miners?
So if you ask me what the military man was doing here, should I say the truth or should I say the truth?
On the outskirts of the district capital, we discover an illegal mining site where a large tract of land has been destroyed due to activities of Galamsey operators. These makeshift structures serve as home to these illegal miners. None of the residents we interacted with confirmed the DCE's claim that the soldiers were offering protection to illegal miners. As security agencies continue to hunt for the perpetrators of this gruesome act, perhaps it will take a long time or forever for life to return back to this community that took the life of a military officer who swore to protect them.
And I make us say, you better crime scene. You drew scene one by all means. CID for no benya evidence be or why a bit to me actually the next step I say take it.
Ye bedu ye na ye de aso to fom no nia emrante kakra ye beto wo no dodo na ka ne se aprosifo e wodi aso na semba na omo bebo mama ne a wo mo ba wo mo meye hwe na omo asanko enu nti na ama atutra sem no ekoso no reassurance bi e wo ho no mo e de ema wo no ma e hwe ene wo no ma etie wa no pay e fa sansem ne ho ana
minia ba se omo ka se asemba na se omo ka che police for na omo nteki action ya na yemi nya kakra ebia na police for na wa no so some challenges bia yenim intana ye fi nkra ba na ye ba abeboa omo na ehu the way forward.
Yedase eke se ote menkana ohwe ya eye superintendent abaka ena yene no edi nkomo misro tuyo ne so ene de mejina etumu ejina mfimfini mema ma no wa ha enti pese me ne omo nso edi nkomo na mibusa nienti a wo mo aba hanom all correct sir.
All correct sir.
Me pa chawo ya inspector
corporal
etuei obato
edu tama ese etu a ebeto
corporal pa chawo nso tia wade na do ba
ene na mi penny for na kan no de mi penny for no na di anim nti no de waka no na waka ni nyina no me no mo na
me ba chawo se we de nipa hu ma wo mo bebo hu pa mi akora mi begina ha yi ehu abo me kakra mo che no ne mo hu fama no ne mo hu su no ehu kakra enti no ye mo hu ye nwane ye hu ma ye nwane ana ye nye dem duru krom ho a mrante ne maba wa de ne yenye
anyway ni kwan se obi abohu sa wonye de boyini a ushia police ne adamfo ana so onua enti ni kwan se obohu ne mo adwene bone wo tim dia ne yesu de be hia
na chese running away nobody ta no do no abamu no sa adwene bone wo tim dia ye de be hia all correct sir.
Fine madam.
Misuro ese misuro ana me pa chaw enema ye bubo hu nyina ye nema eboa adwuma na na se ye show keke
ya ni nyina eboa adwuma na eboa ma edu ebe hia na ye use
enti ena mabai butai no pa menim so opani naka na mo so no de na mo ye de aboa mpanimfo ama butai nti amaba no atimi adi mu
and say a ti o myself na edi omo instructions from be man ye do super pepe ahobabo ebe CP
yedase mene nea otwato ebedi nkomo afutuo be na wode ma o manfo wo mo ewo empotamu hanom nyina oboase kuro na bone sem no course no eka ho bi
the kakra me can say I was so munya gidie e wo police mu said the omodi kan wo de to omanim say amanfo ne say omoni gidie wo eye local police form no o so mu yisa adwen no e from trim no munya gidie e wo police mu police bibia de bebia no sabe omo anhwe ni yama wo a ye wo kwan bibia be fa so nti omunya gidie e wo police mu kakra me kan no
yo yedase enunti se eke otemenka na eye diaso na yegina ye free hanom a ye kɔ denchira oboase ɛhɔ na saa enyambransem abonefosem ewuya ya no ɛkɔ enti anɔpɛ ye ne aprosifo na ekɔ na yakɔhwɛ ne a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ meja mu ɛde amaw eke
ama yebeda say na akoso ani police fo ni nsa wo so na ka bibisa won say ba mu bai say mu bedi na say na investigation won bai ya na say wo mu ekọ akon hwe wo mu nhihye wo ma ye dia na mum ye gi ahomisi ma ye ba na anya tenase ya ye beto ankomo no so na afi ye hu ne ye koso so dia so ene de nchira obo ase nchebusafo ye ba sisi ya.
Yabo Amen Scientific Herbal.
Captain Mahama, Barbara, the family. It's really with a heavy heart that we come here today. Woke up yesterday and heard of some very, very sad news that had happened. I could not really believe it. I did not really think we had such evil amongst us, such wickedness amongst us as a people. It's a criminal act, what happened. There's nothing short of it is criminal, and we will pursue the perpetrators with all the might of the state to its logical conclusion to make sure that justice is done. The President has asked me to extend his condolences, and you will see him in due course. You are in heavy, heavy pain, and pain that we, sitting here, we are in pain, but we cannot even imagine the pain that the family is in, the father is in, the mother is in, the wife and the children are in. Must be so, so heavy. Unfortunately, Captain Mahama is passed. We cannot question God sometimes. As a Muslim, we always say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. From Him we came, and to Him we will return. So we ask for prayers right now for Captain Mahama. That is really all that he needs now. May Allah grant him Jannatul Firdaus. It's important that we hold each other. We hold each other together. It's not going to be easy. What happened is dastardly, it's painful, it's wicked, it's evil. And I don't know how anybody in any way can justify anything like that. I've taken the comments on the social media issue and the very, very comments apparently made by DCE. We'll take all of those into account. And I will report back to the President what the concerns of the family are regarding with social media and all of that, and we'll look at how to attack those particular issues. This is all our funeral. It's Ghana. It's not just this family. Everywhere, every village, every town, they are talking about what has happened. So you are not alone, and you will not be alone. So I express my condolences, and the condolences of the President, and the condolences of Ghana as a whole to this family. May God be with you. May God keep you, and may God keep the soul of Captain Mahama in peace and grant him Jannatul Firdaus. Assalamu alaikum.
Now this funeral is not our funeral, it's for the whole nation. So the outcome of that meeting will be communicated to the military high command. Your Excellency, we have some few concerns. One, the social media. Your Excellency, you bear with me that where we are coming from, our dead, we preserve our dead to extend that we don't want anybody to even see the nakedness of our dead. But it's rather unfortunate the state did not give us that requisite to prevent it from circulating. We're in this country, when a minister's son or daughter has sexual what and what, Within a twinkle of an eye, it was blocked. We never had the opportunity. It was circulating. Things that are not supposed to be seen, we are seeing it. And to make matters worse, the utterances of the DC is even killing us more. He's not helping the situation. Yesterday, the utterances that he made, people were here crying. And with all due respect to Your Excellency, that man don't deserve to be called honorable man. He's very happy with assistance given to him by the CDS and his people. Since he was called from the north, on his way even inside car, the report that he's getting shows that this funeral is no more the funeral of this family alone, but the whole Ghana is behind us. For you even coming here shows that Ghana is not sleeping, and he's pleading or urging that you should use your good office to bring the perpetrators to justice. The chief is saying, our custom and tradition, this funeral will be performed in 2 phases. The first one will be observed by the military and the whole nation. Then the second part will carry it to the north to perform. My old man is going somewhere small, but boys will understand. Northern custom, when your mom and your dad, when they are still alive, the funeral have some stages. So in short, he will not be accorded all those funeral statues. Yes. His colleagues, he's pleading with the soldiers, the officers and men. He's begging them, what has happened should just remain like that. They shouldn't take because of this and go and kill another Ghanaian son. That is the appeal he's putting before you, Your Excellency. And then the last one is, you should use this forum and thank everybody for him, especially when you go. You should extend his sincere greetings to His Excellency Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo. That what has happened and the attention given to the family, they are very happy, and may Allah bless all of us all. Thank you very much.
I was extremely upset to hear about the news of the death of Captain Mahama. To me, a complete waste of life, a valuable life, in circumstances that do no credit to anybody. Very, very sorry to hear about it, and I'd like to extend my sincerest and deepest condolences to his wife and family. I asked the Vice President to go and visit with the family, and I believe today my own wife, Rebecca, has been also to console the widow. One thing which is clear, I've told the law enforcement agencies, the law investigation and enforcement agencies, that they should spare no stone to make sure that those who were responsible for this brutal act are brought to face their consequences and brought before trial in our courts and justice done accordingly. We have to have a country where the rule of law works. I've been fighting for that all my life, and now that I'm in the chair, I have to make sure that there is meaning to it. I've had to do something with some considerable reluctance, but which I felt was necessary to do. The district chief executive made comments in this matter that appeared to have been somewhat provocative, taking the decision that he should be suspended, pending an inquiry into all the circumstances of the matter and the comments that he but in the meantime, directed the Minister for Local Government to take the appropriate measures to carry out this decision.
And further, information say you could be it could be a friend of more than so a bang a menace baby mining a coso or soldiers on a airborne home by no. But we do a police for so a body no ọmakọfa body na ọmụde kọmmọ ọna ọmụche sị etio ana ekan no na ano bebe ọda no enifi beebi ana edinbeto obi sị kaa enan ebụbọ họ kaa no sa dan no ho ede ekọye ezi ana ọmụntumi ho dipakọ no sọ ọno ana edi ne ho ewu sị obi ne kun no ọmụ ho nti sisi a police force nyame adom police force nkran ne Capt ọmọ aba họ police a confirm sị Sankofa police ọmọ achinkọfọ 5 ọmụ suspect sị ọmụ fi ebi ọbụasị họ ọmụ fi dem sị ọbụasị nti ọmụ achi no nti sisi ano police ede team kọ amama kọfa nkọfọ ndị ọmụ abẹsẹ akọ Accra nti sisi ano metumi a confirm sị police sị yasa achi nipa enum a ọmụ bɛka 7 no ma ayɛ 12